is normally used for faucet holes and pilot holes, and sometimes sink mounting holes. This command is on the Machine tab. It will only be available when we have geometry in our drawing and a tool selected. Now we can open cut holes, and we'll go through the settings in each tab. The first tab is Types. The operation number is the order of the cut. Just leave it at its default. And always leave Drilling selected under Type. NC code should always be set to cycle, and we normally choose all selected holes. All of the values in the next tab, which is Levels and Cycle Data, are a reference between the machine 0 and the tool 0. So when I enter a 5 in the Safe Rapid level, it means that the tool will be 5 inches above the machine 0 when it rapids across in the X and Y direction. Then it will rapid down in Z at its highest feed rate until it gets to the rapid down to, which we've set to 2 inches above the machine 0. From that point, it will go to the value of bottom of hole using the feed rate that was saved with the tool. If we're cutting faucet holes, we'll usually set the bottom of the hole above the machine 0 so that the bit doesn't go all the way through and we won't get any blowout. The plug can be removed with a gentle tap from a ball-peen hammer on the polish side. Eject slug is not needed or used. We have two choices for traverse at: Safe Rapid and R-plane. Safe Rapid uses the Safe Rapid value if it's going to rapid over to cut another hole, which we currently have set at 5. And if we chose R-plane, it would use the value that we have set into rapid down to, or R-plane, which is currently set to 2. Not retracting as high can save a little time if you're comfortable with it. Next, we'll cut a pilot hole by changing the value of bottom of hole. To make a through hole, we'll want the tool to go down to Z0 or past it. I'm going to enter -1/8 inch to ensure that the hole is completely open. The material top also references from machine Z0. In this example, I'm using 3cm, which I'm rounding up to 1.2 inches. Modify feed rate is not normally used. It could be used, however, to reduce blowout if needed in some materials. You'd have to experiment with the feed rates and the distance because all the varying factors in tools and materials. All the settings under tooling came from AlphaCam's tool library when we created the tool. They may be modified before applying the cut. Under coolant, always have flood turned on. The value of bottom of hole is set to a +1/8 inch. So I'm going to apply this information to my faucet holes. A drill's cut path appears as an X or cross inside the circle. And I'm going to make and drill a pilot hole next. So I'll change the bottom of the hole value to a -1/8 of an inch to go completely through. And then I'll apply it to the circle. You can create a style with any of the cuts using cut holes. I'm also going to apply a mill bit cutting out the sink just for a visual to show how the pilot hole is used. And finally, we can view this in simulation, and we'll see the difference in the depths between the faucet and pilot hole. Thank you for choosing Park Industries.